Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces October 20th, 2024. You're in great shape for seeing the other side of a situation or gaining perspective today. You might look for ways to balance your life, and putting some personal plans on hold just for now seems like a good choice. You're patient. Others may challenge you just a little, but they also make you stronger. You can feel quite passionate about your ideas today, and you feel fine about going after what you want or expressing yourself. However, as the day advances, someone can throw you off center with their actions, remind you of the past, or leave you feeling insecure. It's a temporary issue, so try not to take things to heart, especially since it can ultimately lead to a stronger sense of self-reliance. Lovely Venus, our goddess planet of pleasure, attraction, and profit, has left your zodiac sign behind to soar onto her next great adventure. As she spins now through your solar house for weeks to come until November 11th, 2024, you'll experience a slightly different glow-up. First, you may magnetically attract more gifts and possessions from others, such as from a lover, significant other, or someone who has a crush on you. Weaver, because you're also likely to notice an uptick in your wealth, you may be the one deciding to dote on others, sprinkling gifts and surprises upon those who you appreciate and desire. Talk about what you need to feel supported in your work arrangements. Be a little more forthcoming, as the moon in Taurus opposes Mercury in your sign and sextiles Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Usually, you are not the type of professional to be so vulnerable and emotional. However, you may find that you need more support from your colleagues and clients at this time. But they may not know unless you tell them. Allow yourself to be more emotionally open and available with your professional relationships. Do not be afraid to ask for advice, support, and help. With today's planetary energies, you are feeling at the center of a lot of attention, and this adds a sense of an emotional burden. Stay tuned to your emotions even when you don't feel so great. It only makes it worse if you try to escape negative feelings. Exercise is a great way to keep the heaviness at bay, and certain kinds of exercise help more than others when times are tough. Follow your intuition, but weightlifting, stretching and sprints are recommended. This is going to be a good day coming up. Indeed, this period will be good for working, taking on responsibilities and making some constructive decisions. You have everything you need for success, but you should have more confidence in yourself. Make an effort and don't lose sight of your objectives and what you have decided on doing. If you are in the middle of a project, it's time to make it concrete. In terms of the people in your life, get together with your friends, if possible, and multiply opportunities for having fun together. With the Sun 5 days away from entering Scorpio and marking the start of your birthday month and new solar, Venus departure today provides you with a valuable head start and an opportunity to transform her desires and expectations into a practical game plan. As Venus exits, she passes the responsibility to Mercury, transitioning the emphasis from emotional instincts to rational thought. Additionally, Venus will return to your income sector just in time to build on the momentum created by yesterday's full moon in your work sector. It is just before Venus, the planet of love, is due to leave Scorpio today and wrap up her mission to update your romantic and relationship desires and expectations for the coming year when the moon returns to your relationship sector. While they will be ships that pass in the night, having spent the last few days connected with planets on the romantic and relationship fronts, this is a chance to take this to a deeper level. Our eyes in the sky. Today's astrological energy offers a wonderful opportunity to navigate emotionally intense conversations with grace, wisdom, and understanding. As the moon in grounded Taurus opposes Mercury in deep, transformative Scorpio, you might find yourself drawn into a conversation that feels heavier than usual, one that could reveal hidden emotions, long-held secrets, or stir up feelings of power dynamics. These conversations can feel a little intimidating, like stepping into uncharted emotional territory. But don't worry. This is actually a beautiful chance for growth, healing, and deeper connection, as long as you approach the situation with an open heart and a calm mind. We've all been in those situations where emotions run high and it's so easy to let frustration take over. Maybe you found yourself in a heated conversation where, before you know it, words slipped out that you didn't really mean, and later you're left thinking, why did I say that? It's something we've all experienced, especially when the conversation involves sensitive topics or unspoken feelings. But today's energy offers you a chance to change that dynamic. Instead of reacting impulsively or letting someone's words trigger you, take a moment to breathe and find common ground. This is the perfect time to really listen, to see things from the other person's perspective, and to approach the situation with empathy. When we choose to respond with empathy and understanding, rather than irritation or defensiveness, something truly powerful happens. Not only do we diffuse the tension, but we also create a space for deeper connection and mutual respect. Conversations that might have otherwise turned into disagreements or power struggles can transform into meaningful exchanges that foster growth. Think of it this way: when we lead with kindness and patience, even in the face of challenging conversations, we send out a ripple of harmony that positively impacts everyone involved. Have you ever noticed how much more smoothly things go when you approach a situation with a calm, open heart? This is your reminder that you have the power to turn potentially difficult conversations into opportunities for clarity, understanding, and even healing. Whether you're having a deep conversation with a loved one, a tricky discussion with a colleague, or even engaging in some much-needed self-reflection, because, let's be real, sometimes the toughest conversations are the ones we have with ourselves. Today's cosmic energy is here to support you. Take a deep breath, ground yourself in the present moment, and approach these discussions with the intention of finding understanding rather than being right. You'll find that your relationships, whether personal or professional, will benefit immensely from this thoughtful, compassionate approach. On a more practical note, today's alignment is also a great time to tackle any lingering financial matters. Is there something you've been avoiding when it comes to your finances? Maybe there's a bill that's been sitting on your desk for a little too long, or perhaps you've been meaning to revisit your budget or rethink your savings plan. With Venus moving into optimistic Sagittarius, today's energy supports wrapping up these loose ends with confidence and clarity. It's the perfect day to organize your financial world and set yourself up for success in the months to come. And don't worry if you're not a financial expert, this isn't about making drastic changes overnight. It's about taking small, thoughtful steps toward securing your FUT. Even something as simple as reviewing your spending habits, setting aside a little extra for savings, or getting ahead on a bill can give you a sense of empowerment and peace of mind. Have you been feeling a little overwhelmed by financial tasks lately? Now is the perfect time to tackle them head-on, with the support of today's grounding energy.